I am the mother of 4. I have a son who's 12. I have identical girls that are 10 and a half, and my youngest daughter is 5 and a half. And although I've never had any formal training, I took communication classes in high school and at Cosumnes River College. I've had fun with the experiences I've learned down here at the Community Cable Foundation. And I think that anybody who wants to really get their hands-on experience should come down and take the training and learn how to do their own videos. How I came across the Sacramento Community Cable Foundation was somebody had approached me about doing a documentary on twins. And I said, okay, well, what do I do about getting the training? I came down and took the classes, and I remember the first time I had walked into the editing booth was, I'm never going to learn this. Now, a year and a half later, it's the best part of the whole production is editing. How I came up with ×2 Productions was a girlfriend and I were doing the twins documentary, and we decided, why don't we call ourselves as a group instead of just using my name, since we were putting it together as a group. So we came up with ×2 Productions. So anytime I do an idea for a video, I put ×2 Productions. I can't see taking all the credit for something that a lot of us have done. Now, the documentary on twins is a half-hour long. It did take some time to do it, because I had a lot of research to do. And I think you'll find it very interesting. And the segment you're going to see right now is a candid talk about twins. Let's look at it now. Have you ever been out in public and had someone walk up and say, "Are they twins?" Be patient, they are just curious. Remember, you're special because you have twins, and even if you're tired, most people who have one baby don't realize how much work goes into 2. Well, in public, do people know they're twins?
They did at first, more so when they were younger, because I would have 2 babies, and I would get the typical twin questions. Are they identical? How can you tell them apart?
How can you tell them apart, Beth?
What's it like having twins?
What's it like? It's definitely an experience. They're actually as easy as my singleton because they entertain themselves more and they're not double trouble. They're wonderful. And they seem to have this little, I don't know, bond between the 2 of them. They can be on opposite sides of the rooms, and it's, you know, they don't even have to do anything. They just look at each other and laugh, and they're really incredible to watch.
Do you find that the father has to help a lot having twins?
Daddy does help. He always has. He helped with our first child too. I don't think he would put it as having to help. He wants to help.
How can you tell them apart?
Paul has, James has a rounder face and bigger cheeks, and Paul has a more narrow chin.
And only if you've been around him for almost 3 years would you notice the difference.
Right. And James has a scar on his forehead, and Paul has a scar near his eye. And their personalities are a lot different, too. James is real aggressive and stubborn.
Do they switch off?
No, not usually.
So they stay the same?
Not usually. And Paul's generally shyer and follows the other one more, I think.
Actually, it's almost always the same one who wakes us up, gets in bed,
But they both usually don't come in at the same night?
Very rarely. Although one night, one of them came in and we told her if she came in again, we sent her back to bed and told her if she came in again she was going to get...
back to bed twice.
Yeah, if she came in one more time she was going to get spanked. And the other one came in and got a spanking.
Poor thing.
It was dark.
I thought it was you the 3rd time, yeah, and was your sister.
That's funny, I've done that before.
Was it harder with 3?
It was a little bit, probably maybe the first few months, but after that it's not. They're a lot more patient than most kids. They learned that they had to wait and take their turn to be fed and to be bathed and to have mom and dad hold them and stuff. So no, it wasn't really that much harder.
How old are they?
27 months.
And who's who?
This is Michael, this is Linda, and this is Timothy.
How many of you out there right now are thinking to yourself, there's no way I can do what she's doing? I used to think the same thing, and here I am a year and a half later doing it. I'm making my dreams and my ideas materialize. I did music video last Christmas to satirical Christmas carols. And I had it shot in one weekend and edited in one day, 1 week before Christmas. It was a lot of fun, it got a lot of laughs, and I know if I can do it, that you can do it. And I want to show you one of the Christmas videos that I did, which I think you'll get a big kick out of it. We'll see it now.
The first thing at Christmas that's such a pain to me is finding a Christmas tree. The second thing at Christmas that's such a pain to me,
rigging up the lights
and finding a Christmas tree. The third thing at Christmas that's such a pain to me,
hangovers, rigging up the lights
and finding a Christmas tree. The fourth thing at Christmas that's such a pain to me,
sending Christmas cards, hangovers, rigging up the lights
and finding a Christmas tree. The fifth thing at Christmas that's such a pain to me, 5 months of bills,
sending Christmas cards, hangovers, rigging up the lights
and finding a Christmas tree. The sixth thing at Christmas that's such a pain to me, facing my in-laws, 5 months of bills,
I hate those Christmas cards, hangovers, rigging up these lights
and finding a Christmas tree. The seventh thing at Christmas that's such a pain to me,
salvation
facing my in-laws, 5 months of bills,
sending Christmas cards. Oh, jeez. I'm trying to rig up these lights.
and finding a Christmas tree. The eighth thing at Christmas that's such a pain to me,
Charities, and what do you mean you were in-laws?
5 months of bills,
Oh, making out these cards. You just get me up here, huh? Well, we have no extension
and
cords.
finding a Christmas tree. The ninth thing at Christmas that's such a pain to me,
Finding parking spaces.
donations, facing my in-laws, 5 months of bills,
Writing on those Christmas cards. Hangovers. Now why the hell are they blinking?
and finding a Christmas tree. The 10th thing at Christmas that's such a pain to me,
Batteries not included.
No parking spaces.
Buy me something.
Get a job, you bum.
facing the in-laws, 5 months of bills,
Yo ho, sending Christmas cards. Oh, jeez, look at this. One light goes out, they all go out.
and finding a Christmas tree. The 11th thing at Christmas that's such a pain to me,
Stale TV special.
Batteries not included.
No parking spaces.
Oh my God, look at the bathroom.
Charities.
She's a witch, I hate her.
5 months of bills,
Oh, I don't even know half these people. Who's got the toilet paper? Get a flashlight, I blew a fuse.
and finding a Christmas tree. The 12th thing at Christmas that's such a pain to me,
Singing Christmas carols. Stale TV special.
Batteries not included.
No parking. Charities.
Gotta make them dinner.
5 months of bills,
I'm not sending them this year, that's it. Shut up, you. Fine, you're so smart. You rig up the lights.
and finding a Christmas tree.
I'm enjoying my experiences at the Sacramento Community Cable Foundation. Don't think that you have to have a lot of experience. You can come down here with an idea and learn and get the experience. I invite anybody who has an idea or a dream or anything that they wish to put on television or on videotape and capture it to come down and take the classes, take a tour of the facilities, find out what you can do. If you have an idea, come down. Call the Sacramento Community Cable Foundation at 456-8600 and make your dreams come true like I did. I'm having fun and I love it. Thank you.
Sacramento's on the move, and so is your public access channel, Channel 63. Watch Channel 63.
almost assembly line changing. Remember, if one is wet, the other one usually is too. So to save time, get 2 diapers instead of 1. It's okay for twins to sleep together. You may want to use a crib divider to separate them so they don't roll on top of each other. Some babies sleep better apart, and some sleep better together. There are several different styles of strollers to choose from. A face-to-face is easier to get through doorways, but they allow children to reach each other, which increases possible fighting. A side-by-side may limit the occurrence of fighting, but it is more difficult to maneuver. A car seat is vital and very important. Some car seats are smaller to accommodate infants. These can only be used for a short period of time. The larger car seats can be used till the twins are ready for seat belts. To help keep the infant's head from flopping over, a heads-up can be placed in the car seat to keep the twins comfortable.
You are my love and my life. You are my inspiration. It's you and me, simple and free. Baby, you're everything I've ever dreamed of. Yeah. Give me your special smile. Promise you'll never leave me. Just you and me, simple and free. Life is so easy when you're beside me. Oh, girl, come hold me close. Yeah, never release me. Oh, baby, don't leave me. Open your arms, let my love in. Let me in, let me in, let me in.
Teacher Gail that can't tell me apart.
Who can't tell you apart?
Teacher Gail.
Boy,
Teacher.
preschool teacher can't tell you apart. Does she sometimes get mad or confused? Kind of funny like the movie?
No, she gets mad.
There she does. Do you tell her who you are?
He always thinks that. He thinks that.
Twinline, a resource and information center, states that twins should remain together through the 1st grade, especially if the twins are identical, because identical twins have a closer bond and are more difficult to separate. If they cannot be together, they should be allowed visiting privileges. Twins have fascinated people for ages. Have you ever been out in public and had someone walk up and say, "Are they twins?" Be patient, they are just curious. Remember, you're special because you have twins, and even if you're tired, most people who have one baby don't realize how much work goes into 2.
Well, in public, do people know they're twins?
They did at first, more so when they were younger because I would have 2 babies and I would get the typical twin questions. Are they identical? How can you tell them apart?
How can you tell them apart, Beth?
What's it like having twins?
What's it like? It's definitely an experience. They are actually as easy as my singleton because they entertain themselves more and they're not double trouble. They're wonderful. And they seem to have this little, I don't know, bond between the 2 of them. They can be on opposite sides of the rooms and it's, you know, they don't even have to do anything. They just look at each other and laugh, and they're really incredible to watch.
Do you find that the father has to help a lot having twins?
Daddy does help. He always has. He helped with our first child too. I don't think he would put it as having to help. He wants to help.
How can you tell them apart?
Paul has, James has a rounder face and bigger cheeks, and Paul has a more narrow chin.
And only if you've been around him for almost 3 years would you notice the difference.
Right. And James has a scar on his forehead, and Paul has a scar near his eye. And their personalities are a lot different, too. James is real aggressive and stubborn.
Do they switch off?
No, not usually.
Do they stay the same?
Not usually. And Paul's generally shyer and follows the other one more, I think.
Actually, it's almost always the same one who wakes us up, gets in bed at,
But they both usually don't come in at the same night.
very rarely. Although one night, one of them came in and we told her if she came in again, we sent her back to bed and told her if she came in again, she was going to get...
back to bed twice.
Yeah, if she came in one more time, she was going to get spanked. And the other one came in and got her spanking.
Poor thing. I thought
It was dark.
I thought it was you the third time, yeah, and was your sister.
That's funny, I've done that before.
Was it harder with three?
It was a little bit, probably maybe the first few months, but after that it's not. They're a lot more patient than most kids. They learned that they had to wait and take their turn to be fed and to be bathed and to have mom and dad hold them and stuff. So no, it wasn't really that much harder.
How old are they?
27 months.
And who's who?
This is Michael, this is Linda, and this is Timothy.
It's important that you let your twins establish their own individuality. When they're small, it's cute to dress them alike. When they are older, allow them to develop their own tastes in clothes, hobbies, and even their friends. Refer to them by name and try to stay away from pairing by calling them the twins. Remember, your twins might share the same genes, but they don't wear the same pants. Of course you're special, and you will probably think most of the time that you are twice blessed. But on those days when you've had enough, you will probably think you're the only one. That's where a support group comes in. Your Twins Club can be your sanity. They are there to listen and to offer advice. It's also a social outlet, to be with other parents who have something in common with you, twins. The Sacramento Mothers of Twins Club meets once a month. At these meetings, you can hear a variety of speakers, talking about anything from fire safety to spring wardrobes. We also have an extensive library on twins, and you are free to check out whatever you need. We also offer philanthropic services to families in need. There are several fundraisers held every year. Our most successful have been our annual clothing and equipment sale and our gift basket sales. The social events for the twins are scheduled throughout the year. Along with the usual Christmas, Halloween, and Easter get-togethers, the club puts on a family picnic every summer. In April, when our new board is installed, we hold an annual dinner and honor those members who have worked so hard during the year. Sacramento Mothers of Twins are also members of the Northern California Mothers of Twins and the National Organization of Mothers of Twins. For more information on how to become a member, speak to your membership chairperson. What is the biggest asset that you have found being a member of the club?
The support, the friendship. There have been some people that I have met that otherwise I would never have met. There's been some really good friends through the years.
If you think two are hard to handle, think of these statistics. One Texas woman had 3 sets of triplets, but that wasn't all. She also had a set of quints, a set of quads, 5 sets of twins, and 9 singletons. That makes 37 children by the age of 31, according to Lauv. In the United States alone, today there are 101 complete sets of living quads and 8 sets of quints. Living worldwide are 29 complete sets of quints and 3 complete sets of sextuplets. The Dionnes, however, remain the only known set of identical quints. In 1896, a woman supposedly had 13 pairs of twins and 6 sets of triplets. That's a total of 44 children.
She's
up. I hear the pitter patter of little people on the living room rug. Woe is me, there goes the TV. Now it's Popeye and Pluto, Batman and Bozo. Don't spill the cornflakes, they'll break at lunch break. Home from the office, why did I stop to have a beer with the boys? Now my head's about to pop, it's a Saturday morning confusion. If you think you can sleep, it's illusion, cause you probably get a rude intrusion from Harry the dog. Harry the dog is as big as can be, and Harry the dog had puppies last week. We couldn't tell if it's a he or a she, now we know. It's Saturday morning confusion. If I could just get to the bathroom and get a cool rag and an aspirin to help how I feel. But here come the twins and they're screaming at me. What is the deal? Who turned off the TV? Go ask your mother and quietly, your daddy is ill. There he is, Cousin Jack. You got the lead brake too, kid, that's it till I get it all back. Hanging around my yard, snooping in my garage. I tolerate him because he's my cousin. He's nice to the kids and Harry just loves it. It's a Saturday morning confusion. And if I could just hide in the attic, if I can hear my wife yelling, take them all to the show. I'll take the whole neighborhood to the show. I'll just walk out and back where the money tree grows. Grab me a handful and off to the show we'll go. It's Saturday morning confusion, and if I could just get a transfusion, or maybe go hide in the bedroom at 5 o'clock. Let it be known that at 5 the TV is gonna be tuned to the game of the week, and that goes the dogs and twins and the whole family. It's Saturday morning confusion. It's Saturday morning confusion. Day is done. Cousin Jack in his yard cooking steaks on a grill that I'll never get back. The twins in front of the TV, Harry with his family. Sis on her date, Mom at the door, smiles as she surveys the sight. For the first time today, the kingdom is quiet. Lord, let us thank you for Saturdays, and may they remain my friends. Cause I work all week long, keep strong till they're grown. And next Saturday then, we'll do it again. When here they come, warming up, I hear the pitter patter of little people on the living room rug.